Okay, here we go again. Now you probably can't tell what these all are that are down here. They are all tools, Indian rock tools. They are that, but they are also other things. This, amongst all of them down there, this is actually a representation of a fish. These are fins, the front of the fish, and there's actually a little slot right there for a cutout of an eye. Probably can't see it. Most people can't see what these are when I show them to them. They just can't see it. But this is actually a fish. And then this one too, this is also a fish. Can't tell if that's an eyeball there, but it kind of looks like it is. Got a fin up on top up there, that's the front, and that's a fin down on the bottom, and that's a fin back here. Like I said, you probably can't see it, but that's what it is. It's a fish, it's also a tool. I'm not sure what they used it for. They may have just made it into something that looked like a fish. This one here, I kind of know what this fish is. This is actually a whale. You can see the humpback right there. I don't know of any eyeballs unless that's the eye, but usually the eye is on the side, but I don't know, I can't see the eyeball, but you got the fin back here. But that's a whale. Here's another fish. I don't know if you can see that, but that's another fish. And of course, you can see the tail, and you got the fin on top, and then there's a mouth right there, and there's actually an eye right there. And if you look, we turn it over, it really doesn't look very well because it was buried in the dirt right there, and that's basically it was sitting upright. I don't think it's painted. I think that's the color of the rock. This is also some sort of a fish. Got a fin back here, fins up there. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure what that cutout is there. Maybe that's an eye, and there is like a nose and a mouth. I mean, to me, it looks like a fish. It could be some other animal. This is also a tool. It's kind of been indented in there. It's kind of indented in there, so they could mount it on whatever stick they mounted on. I do believe they mounted it right there. They could have mounted it upside down, but from what the cutout is here, there's like a little cutout there. I don't know if you can see that. So they actually mounted it on the stick like that. Some kind of a chopping tool of some kind. And here's another one. This is another whale. You got your fin back here, and then you got a fin up here, and there's actually an eye right there, and then the rounded face, and then a little bit of a mouth area or something in here. I'm not sure. It could have been a nose, but they don't have noses. They do, kind of, but that's another whale. See, it's just basically they made that front into a well. This is cut down. This has got a little slot in it, so they tried to make it where it was different so you could see it differently and it wasn't just a flat piece of stone. It's curved. It also could have been a tomahawk or something, but I'm not sure because it looks like they used it as a tool, some kind of working tool, maybe to cut off bark on tree branches to make their adelays or something, because these were made before bow and arrows. Most of my artifacts, these artifacts that I show were made before bow and arrows, or at least bow and arrows for the Indians. They use adelays, and they probably use that side there to take bark off. Doesn't really look like much on this side, and they were working it because they were using this for something here, because you can see the discoloration there, and it's discolored in here. But the front is definitely some sort of a whale. Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. You probably don't believe anything I've said about it, but thanks anyways.